Hello students, let us move to the next lecture, next lecture in the Geoinformatics for Precision Farming. The title of the lecture is Elements of Visual Photo or Image Interpretation. Before entering into the lecture, I want to say about the first lecture. The first lecture is Electromagnetic Radiation and Basic Concepts of Remote Sensing. In that, how the electromagnetic radiation are transmitted through the atmosphere and how it is incident upon the terrain features and how it is reflected back, that I have explained in the first lecture that you have studied, I think so. Then in that lecture, we have studied about the characteristics of electromagnetic radiation. In that, we have studied about the absorption, scattering, and transmission of the electromagnetic radiation. And apart from that, I explained about the spectral signature and spectral reflectance also. I think you are familiar with these topics. And the second lecture, I delivered through the video that everybody have seen, I hope. That lecture is platforms and sensors. In that, I have inculcated about the platforms, what is meant by platforms, and what are the types of platforms and sensors, and types of sensors. Then after that, I have explained about the resolution. Resolution, I already mentioned that it is the clarity of the image. So, how the image is influenced by the resolution we have studied. Then let us move to the third lecture. The third lecture is I think it's a fourth lecture, elements of visual photo or image interpretation. Visual image interpretation uses the combination of eight elements in the sense the tone, size, shape, texture, pattern, shadow, sight, association, and ancillary information that is given in the slide. Tone, the first element is tone. Tone is nothing but it is the relative brightness or color of an object. That can be explained by a photo. It is, you see the photo, tone in the sense I said it's a relative brightness or darkness or of the color of the image, like that I said. You see, this is also a soil and this is also a soil. It may be wetted. So the wet soil exhibit a dark tone, whereas the dry soil is exhibiting a light tone. So that is the tone. So that I understood. So that is the tone. Then the second element is size. Size is size of an image. Size of the object in an image is the function of a scale. Again, you see the photograph. You see the photograph. You have pathway. If this photograph contains a narrow road, or it may be the tar road, or it may be a highway is going across the field, means that can be differentiated. That is differentiated by the element size. The second element is size. Have understood what I am saying? Tone means it's one of the element of visual photo image interpretation. Tone is nothing but the relative brightness or color of the object. Brightness or color of the object in the sense, the same area you are taking a photograph. Today, if you are having a rain, means definitely the soil is, if the soil is wetted by the rain, means definitely it will be in the dark tone. And if the soil is dried, means definitely it will be in the light tone. Okay. Then size I said it is, you take the road pathway. So the road can be differentiated into pathway, a narrow road, a highway, like that we are differentiating. So that that visual, that photo image interpretation is called as size. Then the third element is shape. Shape is nothing but it's a form of an object. You take a cropping area, or you take a coniferous trees. A coniferous trees, it is, if it is taken by aerial image, means the coniferous dense forest is taken by an aerial image, means the coniferous trees are appearing as circle in shape, whereas the deciduous trees, they don't have any regular shape. That is called a shape. Have you understood? In this photograph also I can explain here. You can see the shape. So what this cropping area is having a definite shape, and this area is also having a shape. So that is called a shape. Even though we have not visited the field, but we can differentiate the each and every objects in the image. That is influenced by the elements, such 8 elements. Then the next element is texture. Texture is the tonal variation of the image is called as texture. Texture in the sense, if you have taken an image, that image contains the green color of cropping area, means same color, green color only, the image is fully occupied by the green color, means that texture is called as smooth texture. If variation in color is called as, that is called as rough texture. You see the photograph, we have green color, and in between you are seeing the brown color, and here you are seeing the red color of soil, then somewhat dull green. So this photograph, we can say it is rough textured photograph. Understood what I am saying? So you may have so many colors in the photograph, such like that of colors, different colors you are having in the image, means that texture of the image is called as rough texture. If you have green color, only green color in the image, means that photograph is called as smooth textured photograph. Then the next element is pattern. Pattern is the spatial arrangement of the object in an image. Okay, now that can also be explained by the photograph. Have you seen the spatial arrangement? Here you can see the crop, then you have some gap is there, then after that a cropping is done, then here an unit is there, then here the plowed land, here a tree is here a tree is appearing. So likewise we are differentiating the spatial arrangement of the object in the image is called as pattern. Then coming to the next element, that is the shadow. Shadow, it is nothing but the elevation profile or relative height of the object. Here, that is also explained by using this photograph. Height can you differentiate? That is somewhat it is raised up crop. It is now it is in knee high stage. It is sprouted. Here it is the sprouting is somewhat it is heightened. So like that you can differentiate. You can see this is a tree. We can't say it's a crop. So like that we are differentiating each and every object in the image is called as shadow. And sight represents the topographic location of the image. You can say it is a plain area. Here you can say it's a mountain. So like that we are differentiating the object in the image is called as sight. Then association. Association is nothing but it's the recognizable objects or features in proximity with the area of the interest. Here, actually, we are focusing the area, the garden area only. We are focusing, but in proximity with this area, we can see the mountain. If somebody, the users, may be interested with the mountain, so they will be focusing on that mountain only. They will be leaving these areas, but because they are interested by the mountain. If they are interested by the mountain, that condition is called as that condition is called as association, we can say. Okay, then apart from these elements, actually these tone, size, shape, texture, pattern, shadow, sight, association are the elements of visual photo image interpretation. Apart from these elements, we have to know about the ancillary information. Ancillary information is otherwise called as non-image information. It cannot be collected through this image. Okay, that information is called as ancillary information. Means if you want to know the real fact of the field, means you have to do the field observations, or you have to go to the field directly you have to go to the field, then only you can collect the prior information. Now we are seeing the present situation of the field only by using that image. If you want to collect the pre-data of this area, means you have to go to the field observations. Sometimes the ancillary information can be collected through books, maps, etc. So that is called as ancillary information. So these are the elements which are influencing the visual photo or image interpretation after taking the photographs. Okay. Okay. Once again, I am repeating the elements, the 8 elements which are influencing the visual photo or image interpretation. Tone is the relative darkness or color of the object. And size of an object is the function of scale, that is explained with the example of road can be classified into pathway, narrow road, and highway. Like that we can differentiate. So by the size we can say it's a small road, it's a narrow road, it's a highway. Like that we can say. And shape, it's nothing but shape is the form of an object. So each and every object is having definite shape. So that is one of the element that is influencing the photo image interpretation. In the sense we have to write the legend of the taken photograph. So that is very important. Then only the users can understand about the image clear cut. Okay, so that's why we have to give interpretation of the taken photographs. So while writing interpretation, these elements are influencing the interpretation of the photo image. So that's why we have to study these 8 elements. See, then apart from the texture is the fourth element. Texture is it represents the tonal variation. So if it is green color means it's a single color in the image, means that texture is called a smooth texture. If the color variation is, if you are identifying the color variation in the image, means that is called as rough texture. Then pattern is spatial arrangement of the object. So that is also for a spatial arrangement. In the sense you take the orchard. Orchard is having a definite shape, whereas the forest areas don't have any definite shape. Okay, then come to the shadow. Shadow is the already said, it is the elevation profile or the relative height of the object. So each and every object is having definite height. So the likewise, if it is building, means it's a building, we can say. Even though it is a aerial photograph, it is taken by huge amount of height, means we can differentiate the features, each and every features. So that element is, by using the element shadow, we are differentiating the each and every object. Then site is, it's a topographic location. So we can site differentiate the mountains and plains in the image. That is site. That is also one of the important element that will influence the photo image interpretation. Then association is the out of interest. If you are focusing on one object, mean that is called as association. In the field, if you are by adjacent to the field, if you are seeing water flowing, or if you are seeing the falls, means that will be attracting towards the users. That additional feature is called as association. Additionally, we have to study about the ancillary information. Ancillary information. For that ancillary information, we have to go to the field observation. Then only we can collect the additional information related to that image, and then we can so that we can produce the a nutshell of the interpretation of the particular image. Thank you.